What's up, fam? This your boy Cut to the Chase TV. I'm your gracious host. It's a beautiful day. The weather's great. I'm feeling good. I'm looking good. I'm smelling good. And so are you. And I know it's true because you are here watching me. And since y'all watching me, y'all might as well say the intro with me. I got some news for you niggas today. Alabama player Darius has been charged with capital murder after him and his friend allegedly fired a weapon inside of a vehicle, striking and killing 23-year-old Janae Harris. And what makes things worse, police are saying this stems from a minor argument. So I'm going to read you guys the article, and then I'm going to come back and explain this nonsense to everybody. Let's go. Here's the article. Alabama's men's basketball player Darius and another man have been charged with capital murder in connection with a Sunday morning incident near campus. Miles was booked into the Tuscaloosa County Jail around 6:45 p.m. on Sunday, a jail official told ESPN. In a statement Sunday, the university said Miles, a junior reserve forward from Washington, D.C., is no longer on the team. Duh, we know that. We know the moment he got in trouble, the moment he got arrested for a crime like this, he was going to get kicked off the team. He was going to get scrubbed out of the record books. He was going to get his yearbook picture taken down. We know that. What university in a right mind wants to be associated with a guy like this? They're not going to stick beside you. They're not going to say you're innocent until proven guilty. They're not going to be behind you 100%. That's for your parents to do. A mother would do that. A father would do that. But the moment you join a university on a scholarship and you get arrested for something like this, your scholarship gets taken away and you get thrown to the wolves. That's how I go. But let's continue reading. Tuscaloosa Police Captain Jack Kennedy said the shooting occurred early Sunday morning in the strip off University Boulevard near campus. He said Janae Harris of Birmingham area was shot and killed. Miles is 21 and Michael Lynn Davis, 20, of Charles County, Maryland, were both charged with capital murder. That charge arose because the death involved shots fired into a vehicle, Kennedy said. So there you have it. 3 people's lives have been ruined over a minor argument. You got Darius Miles, basketball player at Alabama, hit the genetic lottery. 6'8", can dribble, can shoot, but none of that matters because he will spend the rest of his life in jail. And then you got his homeboy Michael Davis, 5'9", 20 years old, young. He will also spend the rest of his life in jail. And then you got Janae Harris. Beautiful 23-year-old woman, had a precious son, had a whole life ahead of her, and it was stolen because these 2 fools wanted to fire a weapon inside of a vehicle. And what I find interesting about this case, police are not releasing who actually fired the weapon. So now we're stuck guessing. Was it Darius Miles, the basketball player from Alabama, that fired into the vehicle, or was it Michael Davis, his homeboy? And I'm not trying to be stereotypical, but if I was a betting man, I would bet my last few dollars that Michael Davis is the one who fired the weapon. Look at him. He looked like a killer. Dark skin, dreads, look rough around the edges. And then you got Darius Miles, light skin, 6'8", playing basketball. I don't think he would fire that weapon. So I'm pointing the finger at Michael Davis. I think it was him who fired the weapon. And for Darius Miles' sake, I sure hope it was him. Because if y'all seen Darius Miles' arrest video, oh man, it was bad. He was hooping, he was hollering, he was crying, he was yelling, he was screaming, and he ain't even went to jail yet. So I'm saying he gonna be 6'8" Mrs. Miles. I'm guaranteed he gonna be a 5'6" dude in there breaking him down. He ain't gonna make it, y'all. Let me play you that arrest video. Let's look at it. I swear. Look. He's screaming. He yelling. But see, most hardened criminals, when they make the walk to the police car, they spitting at the cameras. They saying, "Get out my face, no comment, no comment." They acting hard. They don't break down until they get to the jail when no cameras around. Then they break down in that cell. But this dude breaking down as soon as they put the handcuffs on him. He ain't made it to the squad car. He yelling, screaming. They gotta drag him. His feet not moving. He can't believe it. You can look at him and see he's not really built for it. Let's continue.
I love you more than you imagine.
He got a long ride to jail, and y'all heard him screaming, "I love you. I love you more than you can imagine." How you think Janae family feel? They have to bury her. It's a son without a mother now. How you think they feel? You talking about I love you more than you can imagine. Don't you think her family feel the same way? You chose to fire that weapon inside that vehicle blindly over a minor argument. Didn't think to bother, let me walk away. It's not really worth it. See, that's exactly why I don't argue with people. And I don't sit there and watch people argue because I know something like this can happen. See, y'all be arguing with people. Let me tell them how I feel. Let me tell her how I feel. I ain't going out like no sucker. I am. If you want to argue with me, I'm turning and walking away. And if I see two people arguing, I'm running. I'm getting the hell out of Dodge. I'm not finna sit there and try to break it up. Hey, calm down, guys. Let's not do this. I'm not doing none of that. If two people arguing, I'm getting the hell out of Dodge. That's how I roll. But yeah, anyway, so we seen Darius Miles' arrest video. We seen him cry. We seen him yell. We seen him get dragged to the police car because he don't want to go to jail. And we all know in our hearts, this baby boy ain't built for jail. He go to prison, he gonna get broken down quick, fast, in a hurry. Lipstick on his lips, have cornrows in his head. I'm just saying. So his only hope of getting out of this is telling the detective, I didn't fire my weapon. Yes, I argued with the victim, but it was my homeboy Michael Davis who actually fired his weapon. I don't agree with what he did. I didn't know he was gonna do it, but you can't really arrest me for capital murder for arguing with somebody. That's his only hope. And they also released the arrest video of Michael Davis, and I'm gonna play it for you guys right now. There you go. He guilty as hell. You can tell by his walk. He cool, calm, and collected. He ain't panicking. He ain't screaming. This seems like a guy who will fire into a weapon. Yes, I'm stereotyping. I can tell by the walk. I know a killer when I see one. I've been around him all my life. He's definitely guilty. He's definitely the one that fired the weapon. And Darius Miles got to pay a price because he chose to hang around the wrong guy. Take some more look at this. He looked crazy as hell. You see the stare in his face? No emotions. He know he finna go to jail for capital murder. You expect somebody to yell, scream like Darius Miles. If I get arrested for capital murder, that is a serious charge. I'ma have some type of emotion. I'ma say something, but this dude is just walking stoically, looking into a daze. So this seemed like a guy who's ready for jail. Seems like a guy who's ready to get comfortable. And it seemed like a guy who's gonna say, hey, I did it. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know how this case gonna turn out, but it's not looking good for neither one of them. And let this be a lesson learned to all you young guys out there. It's okay to argue. It's okay to disagree, but it's not okay to pull out a strap and fire into a crowd. It's not okay to pull out the strap and fire into a vehicle. Sometimes it's better just to walk away, say, I hold that L, I let him get the upper hand. He said some very disrespectful things to me, but I don't want to get hurt and I don't want nobody else to get hurt. And I got my homeboy right here. He's a basketball player. I don't want him in the spotlight for the wrong reasons. Sometimes we got to think before we act, because I think both of these men, if you would ask them, did they want it to turn out this way? I think all of them would say, no, it's not worth it. We should have just walked away. We should have just held that L. We didn't have nothing to prove. Because right now, you're going to jail for life. You'll never see the sunshine again. You'll never be able to get married, have kids, and that is a hard pill to swallow. But anyway, guys, these are your boy Cut to the Chase TV. These are my thoughts on this whole situation. But I want to know how you guys feel. Leave a comment. Share this video. I love you guys. Peace.